Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 CCMTG Awards! Sorry, I had to put my glasses on. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. So every year on the show, I like to give out awards for the last year of the show and the things that I appreciated. So here are the categories for this year. We have Series of the Year, Segment of the Year, Guest of the Year, Training Grounds of the Year, Most Valuable Episode, Most Valuable Co-Host, and Podcast Innovation Award, a new category. With that being said, here is your first winner. Series of the Year goes to the Rules Series. This is episodes 511, 512, and 535. This series was set on people helping them understand formats in a multitude of levels and change the way that they approach their deck choices, card choices, and their testing gauntlet. The Rules Series is based upon rules of engagement, something that we're very passionate about understanding in Magic the Gathering. And I think that this series will continue through next year and just be foundational for this podcast moving forward. And I'm so excited to continue it. So congratulations to, I think, Abe and I for coming up with this series and implementing it. Segment of the Year goes to the Patreon question. That's right. Patreon question got more fun this year, and we had some amazing questions. All of the way to the point of some episodes just being completely Patreon questions. Just an entire episode dedicated to those questions. This is actually the first time that Patreon question has won this category in the 3 years. I believe that it's gone to the Training Grounds or Always Improving before. So it's great to see the Patreons picking it up and really making this a great segment this year. Guest of the Year goes to Greg. Episode 501. Thank you so much for Greg for coming on. How do you follow up episode 500 without just having an absolute banger? You bring on System Magic's Greg to discuss growth mindset and always improving. And we honestly had some amazing guests this year. You know, we got to talk about vampires with Sweeney. We got to, it was a really good category this year. And Greg just stood out as someone who really understood the format of the show and really aligned with what this show is about. And I loved having him on, and it was one of the most fun experiences that I got to do this year was cast with him. Congratulations to Greg, and thank you so much to System Magic for having him on the show with us. Training Grounds of the Year goes to episode 527, Playing Under Pressure. Listen, it's my award show, and I'm the decider. So, you would think that I would obviously pick the Training Grounds that I was the most passionate about this year. But that isn't exactly why I picked it. I actually picked it because of listener and player feedback. This episode has actually gotten some of the most positive feedback we've ever gotten for an episode. This Training Grounds was one that I really, really wanted to do and thought that it would deliver a lot of value to the listener. And for that reason, getting that feedback was even more satisfying from the players that just really had this resonate with them. And, I think that Abe and Mason did a really good job of making it personal and helping the listener connect to this Training Grounds in a really meaningful way. And it came across when you look at the comments that we've received, people walking up to us at events talking about it. It's something that when I ask people what their favorite episode that was this year, this one is the number one by far in the responses. Most valuable episode this year is another Training Ground style episode, and it goes to episode 516, ABC Game Plans. This was a baby of Abe Stein, and honestly, was an amazing episode to record and put into the world. If you're looking for one single episode to help you just improve at Magic this year, I highly recommend checking this episode out. So thank you, Abe, for bringing it to the show. And yeah, most valuable co-host goes to Abe Stein. Abe was amazingly consistent this year. He was full of ideas. He also brought the perfect and best energy to the show this year that you could ask for. Abe also tried to take over hosting at times and made things happen that just wouldn't have happened. Some behind the scenes, he was just loving and caring, a good friend and supportive, always hyped up his co-hosts. And I really think that Abe went above and beyond this year in many episodes and really brought the juice to the show. So congratulations, Abe, for the most valuable co-host. Podcast Innovation Award. This is a new category. And yeah, I was thinking about this year, and I want to give credit to the person who pushed the podcast to innovate the most. We all did stuff from the shorts and TikTok stuff that I worked on, the creating grounds and topics from Abe. But honestly, this award goes to Mason, who pushed fundamental changes for the show, bringing a more, forcing a more conversational approach to some episodes to really try to make the show more enjoyable to listen to for listeners, and make it less of checking boxes and going through show notes. And I just think that what he did, and pushing a show that's been around for 500 episodes for a change like this is, it's needed. Like, you need to be able to change as the world changes and as the game changes and as podcasting changes. And I just want to give a shout out to Mason. Podcast Innovation Award goes to you, buddy. Thank you so much for always pushing the show to be better and always improving. Couldn't be here without you, man. That is going to do it. Let me know if there's anything that you feel like I missed, anything that got snubbed in any of these awards. You can find me at Spencer13H. You can find Mason at Mason E. Clark. And you can find Abe at More Nothings. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening this year. And we'll see you all next year with more constructive criticism.